we've got another layout going on today, and I am using this wonderful sketch. This layout is for the Victoria Marie online scrapbook hop, so make sure that you check us out. I'll post links below. Join the Victoria Marie Facebook group. We're having all kinds of fun there today. So I pulled the sketch from Sketch Savvy, and this is by Susan Stringfellow. I'm going to post links below. I love using sketches. It makes scrapbooking a whole lot more efficient, in my opinion, and it doesn't take away from your creativity. So grab some materials. Here's the sketch. I will have some details on my blog at some point this morning, so you'll be able to see the sketch. You can certainly go to Sketch Savvy and find the sketch as well. Links below, and let's get started. I'm going to pull out some things from my stash. Here are the two photos that I'm scrapbooking. My little one and I and my mom spent a Saturday at the mall, probably a couple weeks ago, went to Barnes & Noble, had some lunch, and they're sitting down reading a book called How to Babysit a Grandma. It's so cute. I don't know if you've heard of that book before, but an awesome book for Grammies and babies to read. Okay, so I'm using up some stash.
Okay, so now I'm going to look through a Scraptastic kit.
Let's get started. NSD, baby. This is what we're doing.
If I remember correctly. And I'm going to try to follow the sketch pretty much as it's laid out. I'm going to make some minor adjustments to it. So I grabbed this piece of pattern paper, and I think that's exclusive to the kit. A lot of the papers are exclusive. I'm going to pull out some papers as choices for matting my photos. And so I'm going to use this star paper. And I'm trying to remember who that's by. I think it's Amy Tangerine. Yeah. And so I'm going to go ahead and mount that photo on that star paper. So I really love it. It's such a cute paper. That was one of the pieces of paper I did not want to cut into. Alrighty, and then I'm going to take this other pattern paper. I thought I was going to use that the pink polka dot one, but it didn't work. So I'm going to use this one by Shamil. And I think that's from her, I think it's called Starshine collection. I might be getting that wrong. And so my photos are matted. Now, the sketch calls for some strips behind the photo. And I noticed right away that I cut that top strip a little bit too short. But I'm going to fix that here in just a second. Now I'm cutting up another piece of pattern paper. I think that's exclusive to Scraptastic as well, perhaps. And now I'm going to cut some 2x2 pieces of paper that are going to go on opposite sides of the photo as it's laid out in the sketch. Now the cool thing about sketches is you can follow the sketch exactly if you want to, which I like to do particularly when I'm not feeling all that creative. Most of the time, sketches can possibly serve, or probably do serve for you, as a jumping off point. At least it does for me. So while I may not always use the sketch exactly how it's laid out, at least it gives me a starting point, so I'm not wasting my time trying to figure out how to design my layout. And really, I say this all the time. When your family looks at your scrapbooks, they're not going to say, oh goodness, she used a sketch on that layout. They're not going to say that. But for the sake of getting layouts done, or not feeling so pressured by trying to come up with this, miraculous layout, use a sketch. I think sketches are like using sewing patterns. So for those of you who are out there who sew, going and getting a McCall sewing pattern or something like that to make a dress, this is no different. And even sometimes we may alter that sewing pattern to meet our needs. It's the same with scrapbooking. Now I'm going to move my attention to the title. Now on the sketch, the title goes on the upper right-hand side of the layout. And I can't decide if this word shows up well on the layout. So I move it up to where I think it might be a little bit more prominent. And then using some mini market stickers, I'm going to write out the word moment. So the title's going to read This Moment. And I'm trying to position it so that it makes sense that it goes together. And that's just going to work. I'm going to be honest with you. This was not my favorite layout of the weekend, but it's done. The story is done. They're not always going to be winners. So I'm going to draw some journaling lines, which some of you are probably thinking, why? You have that grid paper. I just wanted those journaling lines to be present. And that's how it looks on the sketch. And so I'm journaling about how my mom and Corinne were reading this book called How to Babysit a Grandma, and how much my mother adores her and calls her angel baby. Now I'm looking at the sketch to decide where the embellishments are going to go. And this is where I'm going to kind of take a slight departure. Now I'm going to put a little bit of embellishing using some stickers there at the top. And I'm sorry about the glare of the lamp. You won't be able to see those very well at the top. Then I'm going to take some stickers from the Amy Tangerine stickers set that I have. and do a little bit of layering there to the left side of the bottom photo. Then I grab a part of a marketing strip that has a little countdown on the bottom, and I didn't want to waste that because I really liked how it looked. I'm going to put that there to add just a little bit more whimsy. And now I'm going to pull it up because I didn't cut it straight. Sometimes I don't worry about those things, but that looked a little wonky. So there, that's good. Now I'm going to look through my stickers and see where else I want to embellish. So I'm going to grab some of these Heidi Swapp, I guess they're called transparency stickers, and put an arrow there at the bottom and the arrow to the side of the photo to add a bit of movement. I cannot talk. I've been talking and narrating all day. I'm like, I'm so excited because it's NSD and I can't talk. Okay, so I'm going to put some circles and some stars, kind of creating more of a clustered look there at the top right, the bottom left, and there at the bottom middle of the layout. So there we go. Put a little bit of enamel shapes on the layout. I think this turned out okay. Not particularly my favorite layout that I made this weekend, but it is done. I'm going to post some links below so you can check out the Victoria Marie Facebook group. And I'm going to carry on making layouts as we do here at the NSD weekend. I hope you guys are having fun. Okay, I should be posting another process video either today or tomorrow. All right, guys. See you later.